What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a review on the Buzzard Roost Saddle. It's actually the saddle that I'm hunting out of this year. It's the first saddle that I've ever owned, although I have tried many different saddles. So I went with this saddle because of a few things. One, I found it to be the most comfortable saddle out of all the ones that I've sat in. And two, it's got these little adjustments in the back. These are called panels here, but it has an adjustable back panel which you can move up and down on your back, which I've found to really like. So we're gonna hop in it in a tree, and I'm gonna do a little how-to on how to set it up and kind of show you guys how to adjust it and how comfortable. I want to show you guys kind of what you get when you buy this saddle as like a package. If you decide to go with the package, you're gonna get a lineman's belt, and then the tether for the tree and the saddle all in a package. And I think it's around $350, $360, something like that. And then they also do sell just the saddle. If you've already got the tether and the lineman's belt, maybe you don't need to buy that. You can just get just the saddle. And I'm not sure exactly what it is for just the saddle. But that's kind of the layout for what you get with the package. If you're just getting involved in saddle hunting, you're going to need all this stuff. Now, when you first get your saddle, it's going to look just like this. You have the back panel in the back, a place for your butt, and then a clip right in the front. So what a lot of people do is just unclip it here, step into it, and then clip it around your waist right here. And then you can cinch this up, and essentially you can walk in the woods like this. Sometimes I carry it in my backpack, depending on how far I'm going. If I'm not going very far, I may put it around my waist, but it's very comfortable. Here's your bridge right here. It's adjustable, so we can pull that in, get all that slack and extra stuff that can get wrapped around branches and all sorts of stuff. We can just take this rope here and just tuck it in the back, so we can kind of hide it and keep it out of the way. There's enough room to where you don't feel like it's squeezing you too tight, and super comfortable. So let's hop in the tree, and I'll show you kind of how to set it up. Okay, so just for the sake of this video, I've already got my platform hooked up, and the first thing you would do is put your stick on the tree, and then you're going to take the loop on your lineman's belt, go through right here, and then run your rope, carabiner and everything through that. Next, you'll take your carabiner, you'll run this out as far as you need. Sometimes I just run it all the way out. We're going to wrap it around the tree. We're going to take our other side right here and hook our carabiner into it. These have locks on them, so you want to make sure you lock that so they stay tight and so you stay secure. Now you can cinch up to this tree, and after your first stick was hung, you would now be able to step on your first stick and then use your lineman's to kind of work your way up, tighten it as much as you need, hang your next stick, and your hand's free essentially. All right, now we're going to pretend that we've made it all the way up the tree, and we're going to transition to our platform now. We're still going to be tied in with our lineman's here, and we're going to step on our platform, give it a little cinch so we can stay locked in. And this is where your tether comes in. And it's basically the same thing. You're going to take this loop end right here. You'll wrap it around the tree, and then run the carabiner through the inside of the loop. Once we've got that pulled to where we want it, we can now cinch up this knot here. Now the bridge, as I was talking about earlier, is going to be right here. We're going to run that out. We can get as much length as we want. We can run it all the way out if we want to be lean back further, or we can pull it in here if we want to get closer. So we're going to hook into the carabiner here with our bridge, and it's also got a lock on it. So make sure you always lock that down. If you fall or hit that, it could come undone, which is something you don't want to do. Now that I'm locked into my bridge here, I can now remove my lineman's belt. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten up my bridge, because that's going to pull me close into the tree, and you can almost feel it take the weight off of your lineman's. So now to remove your lineman's, you can just lean up, undo that, pull it back around the tree, and then you can disconnect it. I'll just leave it on for the video for now, but you would just normally take that off and either put it in your backpack or whatever you want to do with it. So now I'm up in the tree. We can actually take this off here just so I can show you guys. So we store that in our bag now. We'll just throw that on the ground for now. Now I'm locked into the tree here. There's no way that I can fall out. Now, with the Buzzard Roost Saddle, the cool thing about it is, if I spin to the side here, you guys can see the adjustment. It's got these panels in the back, so you can pull these up and bring this up further on your back, or you can bring it down, depending on your own body and your style of hunting. If you like it far up, if you like it low down. I prefer it somewhere like in the small of my back. I know some guys like to have something further up. That's just me. So for this adjustment on the bridge here, what you got to do is you have to pull the weight off of it. So if you pull the weight off and you come up here and pull this knot, you can get as tight as you want to be. Now when it comes to saddles, you'll hear a lot of people talk about where they should put this tether that's attached to the tree. The further up you move it, the further back you're going to have a different angle compared to if you have it lower or higher. So that's kind of a preference thing. I've kind of found that neck height seems to work really well for me. Again, it's going to depend on how far back you want to lean or how far forward you want to lean. So generally when you adjust this here, you're going to let some slack out in your bridge, which will allow you adjustment in this, and then you can either move it up or move it down depending on what you like. But as you can see right now, I'm hands-free. I'm going to make sure this is nice and locked in before I go swinging around in it. But you can move pretty much all the way around the tree. Now this is a smaller platform. It's a pursuit platform, which I prefer. It's made out of plastic and it's fairly light. If you had a bigger platform, you may be able to swing this way, or if you had like a ring of steps, you can swing more this way. But as you can see, with this small, pretty narrow platform, I can get completely around the tree to shoot, and I don't feel like I'm unsafe or unsecure at any point. This belt strap right here also makes you feel very secure. You can lock that in just like a seat belt, and you're not going anywhere. Now, just for the video, I'm going to show you, I'm on no platform now. I'm just hanging freely with my knees against the tree. I'm probably 3 foot off the ground. It's not going to kill me if I fall, but it's definitely not going to feel good. So you're definitely secure. You're locked in. Yeah, I love this saddle. So I'm going to swing back to the platform. Now I'm going to pretend that I'm going to get down now. So what I would do is I would hook my lineman's belt right back up. I would swing it around the tree, lock back into this. And once I'm secured back into this tree, then I can pull myself up and remove myself from the bridge. The point of having a lineman's and having this hook up to the tree, your lifeline here, is so you're never detached from the tree. If you follow these steps, you're not going to fall out of the tree. So always make sure you bring both. Try not to use one. It could be done that way, but well, guys, thanks for watching another video. I hope this thing wasn't too complicated for you, and I hope it answered some questions that you guys might have. Buzzard Roost Saddles, they make a great saddle. They have awesome customer service. It's made in Santa Maria, Louisiana, and I couldn't be any happier with it. Out of all the saddles that I've tried at the mobile expos and stuff, this has to be the most comfortable saddle that I've put on. And it's very easy to set up, and it feels so secure. You never feel like you're going to fall out of the tree. Now, I've hunted out of hang-on stands, climbers, everything. I'll have to say that being in this saddle, which doesn't look secure from somebody that's not used to hunting out of it or being in one, can be a little bit intimidating. But I'll say that I feel more secure in this than I ever have in any other stand. So thanks, guys, for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.